shoot, look, I just fell down. I am not on it already. All right, guys, week 1 of the cut is done. We're about to go over these workouts. So let's just jump into day 1. All right, day 1 was leg day. I already did a push and a pull day, so the notes were slight fatigue, but I was feeling okay. So been starting out my leg days with some heavy squatting. Felt really good. I remember being able to do 12 reps at 185, which felt really good. I had to dig pretty deep, and you know, that's how my leg days have definitely been starting now, is with some heavy squatting. I used to not do that, but I've gotten into a groove and I've learned to warm up pretty good, so I think that's helped out a lot. And then I did leg extensions. I went really heavy on those. I will say that I had a really good pump there too. I ended up doing 3 sets on that one, I believe. And just the squeezing, the heavy movement felt really good. And then I did the hamstring curls you saw, and I did some RDLs, and I finished leg day with some abs. I also did some calf raises in there too. So that was day number 1, felt awesome. So day 2 was push day. So started off with some heavy supine press. I did 3 sets of that, 3 sets of machine. You can see it on the screen. So that was the movements I chose for push day. The supine press is a great one for me. It takes pressure off my shoulder and it just feels really good. And I wanted to do cable presses, but somebody was taking the cable machine I wanted. So I ended up doing machine presses, which is a close second to what I like to do. And then it was time to work on shoulders. I tried to do some front raises. It just didn't feel right. I'm just hoping my front delts get recruited by other pressing motions. And then I did lateral raise, moderately heavy, trying to control the weight throughout the whole thing, allowing a little bit of movement. Then after that, we moved on to the bar press down. I think I was using about 80 pounds. Felt really good to go heavy on that one. My triceps were definitely full of blood. So that was definitely a good starter for triceps. And I finished off my triceps with the overhead extension. I always want to have that stretch position, overhead movement. And then it was on to pull day, day 3. There's the workout. So heavy barbell rows is something I've been trying to incorporate. Been working on the form a lot, but I also use the wrist straps to take some of the pressure off of my wrist. I use the wrist straps on dumbbell rows as well. Definitely helps make that mind-muscle connection when training. Didn't use wrist straps here. It was the attachment was, there's no way to attach the wrist straps to this attachment. But again, heavy, nice, focusing on the stretch and the pull. And then it was time to move on to biceps. Did some really heavy barbell curls, a little too heavy. It turned into a drop set. I dropped the 10 pounders off and finished off doing about 12 reps. And then we moved on to dumbbell curls, heavy dumbbell curls. I love doing some heavy dumbbell curls, looking in the mirror. And we finished off with the cable curls, going really heavy, as you can tell, just the weight pulling me down and having to dig deep to pull it up. And then we did some rear delt cable flies to finish off push day. All right, guys, a little bit of a midweek update here. Today was leg day, so it went push, pull, legs, push, pull, and then legs again. So today, I didn't record anything in the gym, but we will talk about the workout just real quick. I was feeling a little bit sluggish, which is okay, which is to be expected when starting a new program. I contemplated taking a rest day, but it wasn't quite that level of fatigue yet. So I ended up doing 3 sets of leg curls, 2 sets of RDLs, 2 sets on the leg press, and 3 sets leg extensions. I did 5 sets of calf raises and 4 sets of cable crunches, and then did my 30 minutes of cardio. So it was a solid workout. But as far as the midweek update goes, everything's been going really well. I've been sticking to my diet a lot better than I have been. I will not say it has been perfect by any means, but my weight has gone down a couple pounds. It fluctuates, so we'll just say it's going pretty well. But I'm excited about this push-pull legs program. Everything's been going good. I did hit a PR on the leg extension, so that felt pretty cool. Just really focusing on a lot of these compound lifts at the beginning of my workouts and really pushing some weight. And I'm just excited to see where this goes. So we're going to keep on. All right, that's it. First week of the serious cut is in the books. And I have to say, it definitely didn't go according to plan. I'm still messing up on my diet. I think having a drink here and there. So what happens is I'm like, okay, this drink is only 300 calories. But when I drink it, I also get food cravings and then I just mess up the whole day. So I did not stick to my diet my first week of my cut. So it's okay. Like we're gonna keep on doing this. We're gonna keep on trying to get on track, and I know I will because I've done it before. But the week of workouts were pretty good, and I've got some questions that I need to answer. So how did your energy levels feel throughout this week, especially during workouts and cardio sessions? So the first few workouts, I felt really strong, like I was going in strong, and I did start to notice some fatigue, and that's a signal for me to take a rest day because I wasn't pushing as much weight as I was earlier in the week, and I think that is a good sign to take a rest day. So I think, believe it or not, I'm going to put some rest days. I had a rest day yesterday, so I think I'm going to go push, pull, legs, rest. Push, pull, legs, rest. We'll see how that goes, see if I can stick to that, because I think it takes me more discipline to take a rest day than it does to show up. But if my strength is falling throughout the week, that's a sign that I'm accruing some fatigue, so that's an adjustment I'm going to have to make. Did you notice any strength loss, or were you able to maintain your usual training intensity? I just went over that. So going every day, doing push-pull legs is not optimal for me. So I got to adjust that. How was your sleep quality during this week? I had really good sleep because I've been trying to really focus on sleep because I know that affects my energy levels in the gym. I know it really affects me, affects my performance. So rest is at the top priority now too. Were there any particular meals or times of the day that you felt especially hungry or tempted to overeat? Anytime I had a drink being an alcoholic beverage, you know, that's not a part of a cut. It's a craving that I failed to resist, and I used the excuse of being tired, and, you know, I threw all the excuses in the book, and that's not okay. So we got to cut that out. Did you hit your macro and calorie target consistently each day? Nope. We're going to do it this week. I'm going to do a little thing where I hold myself accountable by posting the food I eat every day too. So I think that'll help me stay on track. Was there a go-to food or snack that helped you stay on track? I didn't stay on track, but having egg whites at your disposal, and you need 50 grams of protein, it's only 250 calories. So keep egg whites in case you're going over and you still need to hit your protein goals. You know, just keep them on hand. Okay, we just went through that. Mindset and motivation. What was your mental state like? Did you feel focused and driven or stressed and distracted? I felt focused and driven, even though I was falling off track with my diet. I wasn't very distracted. I'm just excited about doing a new program and really pushing myself really hard. So I think that's really helping me. Did you have any moments where you wanted to quit or cheat? If so, how did you handle them? I mean, I cheated on my diet. I mean, I'm being straightforward with you. My weight stayed at 183 all week. It dipped down to 181 and popped right back up to 183. So posting my weight every day, I think that's going to help too. Did you notice any visual or measurable changes in your physique scale mirror measurements? No, I didn't really do a whole lot of, I actually didn't do a pose down after this workout. Interesting. No, I hadn't really noticed any difference, but it was week 1. Is there anything you're thinking of adjusting for week 2, training, nutrition, supplements, and recovery? That is a great question, and I think I've already answered it, but we're going to go over this. So I did push day yesterday. It wasn't great. It took a rest. Day before yesterday. Then I took a rest day. Now it's pull today, and then tomorrow will be legs, and then Monday I'll take another rest day. And then push, pull, legs, rest. Push, pull, legs, rest. And that's just going to be my split. And we'll see how that works out. See if I can maintain my strength. Nutrition, we're going to track everything. I'm going to post everything. I'm going to be real with everybody. I'm going to do my best to resist my cravings of having a drink. You know, it can be pretty difficult sometimes. But knowing that that's the thing that pushed me over all week, that should be all the motivation I need to get it right. So supplements are the same, recovery, I'm just taking rest days. And the cardio is something I'm on the fence about. Right now, I'm going to try for a while not doing my cardio after my workouts because I think that contributed to the fatigue that I was feeling because I do a lot of steps at work. So I think I got that covered. But yeah, that's about it, guys. Week 1 in the books. We're about to start week 2. This video was decent quality, but I still think I can do better. Maybe I'll take a little more time on the one this week, but it's good seeing you guys again. And as always, don't let that dreamer die. Keep the grind alive. Never give up on yourself. I'll see you guys next week.